Hi guys, today I'm going to be trying one of the new Guerlain. It's the OMBRES G eyeshadow quad and it's number 555 Metal Butterfly. I've picked up 5 of these and I've done 3 videos already, and that was on Mystic Peacock, there is Majestic Rose and Royal Jungle. And what I've done is I've added them all to a playlist of their own. So I'll put a link to that playlist up here if you want to have a look at the other quads. So after today, I've just got one more eyeshadow quad to try out, and that one is Exotic Orchid. So for those of you that haven't seen any other videos on the Guerlain eyeshadow quads, this is the packaging that they come in. It is very reflective, and yes, it does leave your fingerprints all over it, but I gave this a wipe before I started this video. So there's the Guerlain logo at the front, and there is the Guerlain written at the front there. These eyeshadow quads are made in Italy. They have a shelf life of 6 months from date of opening, but hopefully they're like the Dior quints. They have a shelf life of 6 months as well, but they last a lot longer than that. And they do come with 2 little applicators as well. One has sponge tips on both sides and the other one has a small brush and then another sponge tip, but I don't use those. There is a really generous size mirror inside, and here is the color story of Metal Butterfly. Now I haven't used this yet, but I have done swatches of this for Instagram, and I did those in natural light. So what I'll do is, if I've still got that clip, I'll put it up here to the left of me so you can take a look at them, but I will swatch them for you again in this video. So we've got colors of a brown and an orange. We've got a gold there, and we've also got a pink as well. I think this is a really interesting quad. As I said, I haven't tried it out yet, so it's going to be really interesting to see what I think of it. These aren't colors, well, this combination of colors isn't necessarily one that I would gravitate towards for my everyday makeup, but if it's like the other quads that I've tried out so far, it's probably going to end up looking really, really pretty. So I've already got my foundation on and powder. I use a different powder from under my eyes that I use on my face. I've also done my eyebrows, and I've also got on a bronzer. The foundation that I've got on is a Guerlain one, and also the bronzer. But everything that I'm putting on my face today, I will have linked in the description box below. So let's start with this really gorgeous eyeshadow palette. So I think the first color that I'll put on is this pink one here. So I'm just going to grab my Rapha number 14 brush. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put my mirror down in front of me a bit so I can see. And I'm going to put this in the crease, and I'm just going to take that up just slightly, because I have hooded eyes, and just so that when I'm looking straight ahead you can still be able to see the shade. So I'm just gonna put the brush in again and just pick up a little bit more pigment. This formula is really, really beautiful in these quads. Just gorgeous. They blend really, really easy. Then I'm going to take the Sonia G, the Crease Pro, and go into this orange shade. And I'm just going to put a bit just through here, I think. I might put a little bit over the lid as well. And I won't take it right round to cover the pink, but just blend the two together in the middle.
Have you ever been in love?
I'm going to take the BK Beauty, this is the A502 brush, and I'm going to go into the brown shade, and I'm going to put this on my outer corner. I'm also going to put it through the crease and just slightly above the crease as well. I don't want to take it up too far. I'm going to take the BK Beauty, this is 204, using that same deepest shade. I'm going to run that under my lower lash line. Then I'm going to take the SUQQU, this is the Builder Pro, and I'm going to go back into that orange shade, and I'm just going to put that over the rest of my lid. I'm probably going to put the gold over top of this as well. 'Cause I don't know what I've been told. The weather outside is not that cold, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia. And I feel like I've lost a little bit of the pink, so I'm going to take, this is SUQQU, this is the Blender Pro. I'm going to go back into the pink shade. I don't want a lot, so I'm using a fluffier brush, and I'm just going to put that over the top here and blend it out. I'm going to take the reference number 3. I'm going to go into this pink shade, and I'm going to put a little bit on my lower lash line as well, just through here and just towards the middle. And then I've just wiped down the Builder Pro, and I'm going to go into this gold shade, and I'm going to put that over the top of the orange. You only need to just really lightly tap it on. The great thing about these eyeshadows is that there is no kick up in the pan, and there's no fallout with them either. And with the reference number 3, I'm going to go into that gold shade again, and I'm going to put some of that like in a corner. And then using the brown shade, I'm just going to line my upper lash line. So I've now put on some mascara. I didn't add any other eyeliner. I just used the shadow that was in the quad to give some definition, and I think it's enough. So this is what all the shadows look like, and I think it is really, really pretty. I'm really impressed with these Guerlain quads. I think that they're just absolutely beautiful. So for blush, I was deciding whether to go for a pink blush or a coral sort of blush, and in the end I decided to go for a more neutral one. So I've grabbed a SUQQU one. This is from their latest collection, and this is limited edition. This is number 102, but I had a quick look on the Selfridges site, and this is still available, and this is the melting powder blush formula, which is absolutely stunning. So I decided to go with a blush that was just a little bit more neutral, and this blush also has a little bit of sheen to it as well, so I won't need to use a highlighter. This will be enough, and I just thought the shade would go really lovely with this eye look. Right next to me, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to Georgia. And then for lipstick, I've got the Guerlain. This is the KissKiss Bee Glow, and this is in the shade Peach Glow. And here is the finished look, and I think altogether this is really, really beautiful. The other thing that I love with these eyeshadows is that they don't emphasize the texture on my mature eyes. I'm going to be 53 very soon, and I do have to be careful with some eyeshadows. There are some, especially once you get to these sparkly shades that they can start to emphasize the texture that I have, and I don't find that these shadows do that at all. Like I said before, these blend beautifully and they just have really lovely color stories. All these shades together is probably a little bit too much for me for an everyday look. But with this quad, I think what I would do normally for an everyday look is use the brown and the orange and then a little bit of the gold over top, or the brown and the pink and possibly a little bit of the gold in a corner. So there's a lot of different combinations you could do with this quad, and I didn't do it today, but you could definitely also smoke it out more as well if you wanted an even more dramatic look. But these Guerlain quads are just really beautiful. I have one more to try out that I got, and that one is Exotic Orchid, and I'm probably going to put that on after this video, although they will be two separate videos. Now these quads are going on sale at Harrods on the 15th of July. And I also imagine they're going to be for sale again on the Guerlain sites in the USA and the UK. But I've also heard that these quads, together with the lipsticks and the mascara, are also going to be for sale on Selfridges from the 15th of July as well. But keep an eye on my community tab, because when it comes to that date, I will definitely let you know, and I'll also put something on Instagram as well. But I'm hoping that they do come to Selfridges, because I pay for their annual global shipping, which means I pay a certain amount each year, and then everything I order, the shipping is free. So if they're on the Selfridges site, I'm definitely going to be picking up Imperial Moon and possibly some lipsticks as well. But my thoughts so far on these Guerlain quads, the four now that I've tried, is that they are absolutely gorgeous. The formula is beautiful. I love it that they blend so well. And I also find that they are buildable. So they have a decent amount of pigment, but not too much. And you can just slowly layer and add the amount of color you want, and I really love that in an eyeshadow quad as well. But Guerlain have done an outstanding job so far. I'm really looking forward to trying out their mascara and also a couple of their lipsticks that they're bringing out as well. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye.